Welcome everyone here to the Smash Board Show right here on Smash FM here on a Thursday here in Melbourne. Of course, let's go up to our friends up in the top end in particular, and of course being with the high-flying Waratah's team at the moment. Of course, 2 rounds to go. They're sitting in the top 4 at the moment, especially in the top 2 spots. And of course, they've got 2 big games coming up in the next couple of weeks in the lead up to the finals, and we've got 3 very special guests from the NTFL Women's Premier League team to tell us a bit about it. Thanks, all 3, for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
No worries. Well, I'll get all 3 to introduce yourselves and what position all 3 play on the field.
My name's Kira Zarapa and I play through the mids.
I'm Annabelle and I also play through the mids.
I'm Teresa and I play wherever, but often in the back line.
On the weekend, unfortunately, you had a loss on the weekend. Of course, you played St Mary's, lost by 13 points. So what did you learn from the game on Saturday, which I think broke a pretty good long string of winning streak?
Yeah, it was an unlucky game. We didn't man up, but we've learned from that. And we also didn't have any trainings the week prior to that game. So I think that also hurt us a bit. But I think bounce back and yeah.
So even though you only lost by 13 with basically no training at all that week, so were you reasonably happy, like in regards to normally when teams don't have training, they normally lose by a lot more than they did that you did. Were you reasonably happy in regards to there was a lot of positives that came out of that game?
Yeah, definitely. So the game actually was really close. We were tied for pretty much until the 3rd quarter, I think. And we were also playing with a few new girls, and it was a different mix of girls, so it was getting to know them and how they play as well. But I think we played well as a team in the end. We were pretty close right until the end, so yeah.
This week, well, I guess you got the bottom team this week at Tracy Village on Sunday. How's the preparations been like now? At least you've had some. Obviously, you're at their train at the moment, but how's it going to be like heading towards Tracy Village?
Yeah, I think it's going to be really good. We were able to be back training on Monday, and obviously we're again training tonight. Unfortunately, last week we did have a lot of girls who were locked up as either close contacts or positive cases with COVID. So all of those girls that have been locked inside for a week are really itching to get out and have a really big hit against Tracy Village. So it will be about regrouping and refocusing before finals.
I guess at this, I'm assuming you're not going to take them too lightly. Obviously, they haven't won a game as yet. I guess how are you going to approach it, Tracy Village, knowing that the following game you've got the top team in Nightcliff in the last round?
Yeah, I think we're just going to focus on our strategies and playing well together as a team and implementing the training.
Yeah.
Moment, you're sitting equal 3rd, but you're 4th on percentage with points at the moment. Where do you want to rate? Is there do you hopefully want to get past the Buffaloes who are currently in 2nd, considering top spot is pretty much gone?
I think we talked about this, and there's different benefits from any of the top 4 spots in the ladder, but really our goal is just going to be to win every game. We're not going to be tactically holding back or anything. We're going to implement everything we've worked at in every game and just hope that for the rest of the season and through finals it's just wins for us.
Tell us a bit about your amazing coach Heidi.
Heidi's amazing. At training, just the way she explains stuff is just so clear, especially for me because I find it harder to understand drills and stuff. Just the way she explains it's so clear. She's always on point. She knows exactly what to tell you to improve. And definitely I believe my game has just improved just by hearing feedback after I play and stuff from her. And after a quarter, if I haven't had the best quarter, she'll tell me what I need to hear and work on it and fix it. So, yeah, she's very good.
Annabelle, you don't have to answer the next 2 questions. So for the other 2, though, how did both of you get involved in footy and why did you choose it?
I started footy 4 years ago in Adelaide. I had just finished high school and there was a women's team that was starting with a lot of girls I know that were getting involved, and I just thought it was a great to stay social and keep my friends. And we were all new to the sport, but we all kind of ended up transferring our skills from other sports to footy pretty seamlessly and actually being quite competitive. And so when I moved up to Darwin 6 months ago, I straight away just kind of did a bit of a search of the footy teams. I found the TARS, and I've been loving it up here ever since.
And for me, I started playing football because I had a netball background, and all the netball girls when I was about 12 moved across to play footy and under 15s. And just ever since then, I've been playing and just growing through the age groups with Waratahs. I think I've been with them for about 6 years now, and I just love footy. It's like my favourite sport. And just, it's not just about the game, it's about everyone and like the community that Waratahs have. It's just, it's a great game to play, I think.
Yeah, the culture of women's footy is just great. It's so great to be a part of.
Well, I guess both of you almost just answered my next question then, which was, what does the sport of footy mean to both of you, especially being there at the TARS?
I'd say for me, like, footy is kind of about saying yes to challenges. When I started, at least in Adelaide, there weren't a lot of women's footy teams, not a lot of girls playing footy, and it was just about, if you were challenged up to try something new and be a bit different, then give this a go. And it just felt, incredibly liberating and really exciting to be a part of. So I think it is just about, a great community and challenging yourself every week.
Yeah, mine's the same kind of thing. So it was just always about challenging myself, and I wanted to do something different from netball. And I played a bit of rugby, but football was just kind of that in between for me. And becoming a part of like the Waratahs family and all that, it's just a great feeling, because even after the season's done, you always have friends within them. And like all the girls that I play with, they're always going to be my lifelong friends. So it's a great community to be around, and that's why I still play and love it.
Annabelle, now I know there was, I guess, a very special someone that came up from Victoria recently and obviously watched you play. I think you know who I'm talking about, which is Louchy. Tell us, how good was it to, got a Victorian coming up, and obviously very impressed with what you played by all the feedback I got from him. So is that something you want to do, like maybe come down to Victoria?
Yeah, that would obviously be a great opportunity and to furthermore my AFL career. But yeah, it was super nice meeting him and definitely hearing all the feedback and everything he had to say about the way I played in the game. And yeah, it would definitely be a great opportunity, and I'd love to go down. So yeah.
How good was it to play against Woodville West Torrens in the rep game recently?
Yeah, that was definitely a good experience, especially to play with all the other girls from every different club. And I definitely made a lot of new friends within the clubs, which is really nice. They were a good team as well, but we were lucky enough to come on top, which was good.
So I'm going to ask your two teammates next to you, Annabelle, this question then. How special is it to play alongside Annabelle?
Oh, it's a dream. I mean, someone so young and so able so early in her career. It's pretty inspiring, and she's great attitude and great ability.
Well, me and Annabelle have been playing together for, I don't know, a long time. We did a bit of rep in under 15s, and that's probably when we first met each other. But ever since then, we've grown up playing with each other, and I don't know, she's a good one. She kicks right to me, and it always ends up going well. So I love playing with her. Yeah.
What are all three of your future ambitions in the sport of footy? I think we might have figured out what Annabelle's one is already. But what are all three of your future ambitions in the sport?
Yeah, definitely. Mine's kind of the same as Annabelle's. I want to take football as far as I can and just challenge myself with it, because obviously I love playing at Waratahs. As I grow up, I want to challenge myself and get to the highest level I can reach. So yeah.
For me, probably not as much in the professional realm. I'm kind of just wanting to continue to enjoy it and just challenge myself year after year and keep playing as long as my body will let me, and keep improving as long as my body will let me as well.
Yeah, I would obviously love to take my AFL as far as it could go. Definitely playing in the AFLW would be the dream, but yeah, it's just super excited with the journey and how everything's going. So yeah.
So Annabelle, how special is to play alongside your two amazing teammates next to you?
Obviously, it's amazing. I just love the Waratah's community and the team as well. Everyone gels so well together, and when we're playing really well. So it's just really nice to play alongside everyone, and everyone always is very supportive. And yeah, I couldn't fault it.
So what will be your advice to people that should get down and watch your last two games against Tracy Village on Sunday, and then obviously the top team Nightcliff the week after, which I think that's the home game at the Gardens.
Let's do it. It'll be a good game.
Yeah. Come in the red and white, get ready to cheer on, and yeah, it's going to be a great game.
So now let's finish off with a couple light-hearted questions about your teammates. Firstly, who had the most embarrassing moment on the field this season, and what was it?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
One of our smaller players was super brave and took on the amazing Molly Althouse. You know, she saw Molly coming towards her and, you know, kind of stuck out an arm to try and fend her off, but it was all in vain. And yeah, you can probably imagine how it ended. So we thought it was an admirable effort, but also quite a predictable result.
Yeah. As soon as you said the play, I went, yeah, I know how that was going to end. So who's the comedian, the best singer, the best dancer on the team?
I reckon Chelsea. She's a good singer. She loves to sing.
Yeah. Who's the funniest?
I think our captain Robbo,
Yeah.
Lisa Roberts. Lisa Roberts is she's a real character. She can always make me laugh.
Dancer. Probably Annabelle. She was dancing before we started this, so
if her footy career doesn't work out, she can make it in the dancing industry.
Yes, I have been told about your dancing, Annabelle. So final two. Do either of you have a pre-game superstition or ritual? Annabelle, you don't have to answer this one.
For me, the night before, I like to fall asleep to like sleep hypnosis about sports performance and kind of like not choking. And then obviously on the way to the game, like to play my pump up tunes and, you know, muzz out in the car and everything to really get in the zone.
So ever since I was, I think 13, I've had these same shoelaces, and I've changed boots. But my shoelaces, it's just one shoelace on my left foot, which is my kicking foot. That shoelace has stayed the same ever since till now, and they're going good, and I can kick good on it. So, and I always have a banana before a game. Like if you ask anyone, they'll just say, "Have you got your banana?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Would you like to show us the shoelace you're talking about?
Oh, they're in the car, and that's why.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I don't have them with me, but I will next time.
No, that's fair enough. Is there any good nicknames around the team? And Annabelle, this question specifically goes to you after we talk about nicknames. How special to have Smash FM as a sponsor?
Nicknames?
I don't know. In the women's, there's all nicknames.
Yeah, I think one thing about nicknames is when I came to the club, I had no idea what so many people's actual names were because their nicknames just seemed totally different to any, you know, name. We have, you know, Bunks and Togs and Taz, and so that, you know, lots of nicknames around the field. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely special to have Smash FM there sponsoring me, always supporting me, and it's good to just know that I'm being supported and people are trying to help me get to my dream, which is really nice. And then
4-3, thank you so much for getting up your time before training tonight. I want to wish the team all the best against Tracy Village this week, and obviously Nightcliff the week after, and obviously getting ready for finals in the week after that. So best of luck. We'll be cheering for you from down here, and let's hope it all goes well for the TARS in the next 2 games.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
No worries. And of course, if you want to get down to watch their games, of course, at Tracy Village this Sunday, next Saturday against Nightcliff at the Gardens. Of course, we'll put all the details up on how you can go about that. There's more on the Smash Sports Show right after this. Don't go away here on the 10th year celebration.